Dionne Warwick is one of the executive producers of Hit, the musical. It's at Kodak Center on March 3rd. And this morning, we are joined by two of the singers. The two we have this morning, Lili Greenberg and Matthew Jost. How is it to be on tour?
The level of talent that these kids had, what was your first reaction?
Oh, in a word, wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, truly, wow.
When I was 8 years old in elementary school, there was a program called Little Kids Rock, which supplied instruments to underfunded schools, and when I walked into class one day, there was a guitar sitting right there, and I was just like, I want to learn how to play that. And it just so happened that 3 months later, my mom took me to go see School of Rock on Broadway. And I'd never been to a Broadway musical before. I was like, I don't know what to expect. We'll see what happens. I walk out of the theater, and I was like, that's what I want to do. No matter how many times I was rejected, no matter how many open calls or auditions I went to, I got the part. And that was the first time I really had a moment where I'm like, if I put my mind to something, I can go do it. And it's not a cliche, it's true. School of Rock, I formed a band called the Mischief Boys, and we partnered with Little Kids Rock, and they booked us some shows.
What's up, everyone? How y'all doing tonight? I cannot hear you in the back. How are you doing tonight?
We got to play with Daryl McDaniels from WNBC, people like Hosier, and it was really great. We got flown down to Nashville to record one of our songs called Dismay, and I'd never seen the studio life, and I was like, this is something else I want to do, and that was a whole nother route for me.
Let's rock and roll.
In 10th grade, I booked a national tour as the lead guitarist and singer of Hits the Musical, produced by Dionne Warwick. I figured if I'm going to be a performer, I should probably see if I like touring life, and I gotta say, waking up in a new city, performing there, or sleeping on a bus even, I just like being around that type of environment, fast-paced, just like the studio. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to do it again. So after my experience in Nashville, I started to teach myself how to produce, and I fell in love with it. And so much so that, in fact, I graduated a year early from high school to get an internship at Mercy Sound downtown in New York.
I saw Lyla in my dreams. She didn't catch me when I fell asleep.
When I'm writing a song, I want to have creative control over every aspect of it, and I've learned more and more that every aspect of it doesn't just mean writing the song, it means producing the song, it means mixing the song, it means mastering the song, it means, which plugins do I want to use here, understanding what those mean, understanding what it means to be in the box versus analog gear. Everything makes a difference, and if you're not in control of what brushes you have when you're painting, then what are you really painting? So Madeline is a song that I wrote last year. After performing and watching the video, I was just like, man, why can't I capture this live sound that I have in the studio? Because I tried a couple months prior to record the song, and it just wasn't sounding the right way. Even though all my musicians were halfway across the country, we couldn't be in the live room to record together, I decided that I'm going to record it first, free tempo, then I'm going to have my drummer track over it, then I'm going to make adjustments in the tempo changes, and then I'm going to have my bass player record, and then I'm going to record on top of that. And what I got, even though it's not finished, and even though it's not mixed, it still has that energy, and it can only get better from there. I love collaborating with people because you can make something that you necessarily didn't have before, and you can, meld genres together. You can, take someone's brain and just literally push it past what they thought they were capable of doing.